once again for Uncle Matt's bedtime story. Hello everybody, it's Uncle Matt and I'm here to read you another bedtime story. Happy Easter everyone. It's also National Unicorn Day today, and I have a story about a unicorn, or someone that thinks they might be a unicorn. It's called Not Quite Narwhal by Jessie, Sima. And it is a story that was suggested to me by my friend Savannah. So Savannah, I found it. This story's for you. Okay, Not Quite Narwhal on National Unicorn Day. This story was copyright in 2017. Are you ready? Here we go. It says here that this guy's name is Kelp. He doesn't mind being a little different from the other narwhals. But when a strong current carries him away, Kelp encounters some mysterious, sparkling creatures. Yeah. Hope that gets you interested. Not Quite Narwhal. Kelp was born deep in the ocean. He knew early on that he was different from the other narwhals. His tusk wasn't as long as everyone else's. He had different tastes in food. And he wasn't a very good swimmer. But his friends didn't seem to mind, so Kelp decided he wouldn't either. That is, until he was swept away by a strong current. And Kelp's there saying here, I wish I were a better swimmer. Can you see him being swept by a current? It's so important to be careful when you're swimming. Maybe swim with a buddy or something. Kelp found himself at the surface closer to land than he had ever been before. High up on a cliff, he spotted a mysterious sparkling creature. It looked so familiar. It looked like Kelp. Wow. Kelp swam towards land as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that he could catch up with the creature that looked just like him. When he finally reached the shore, Kelp felt a little bit anxious. He had never left the ocean. He was nervous about the walking for the first time, but the land creatures made it look so easy. But it wasn't. It wasn't easy. Eventually, he got the hang of it. Practice makes perfect, I guess. Everything on land was strange and beautiful, but also kind of scary. Kelp began to think he might never find the creature that looked just like him. But as he stumbled out of the forest... Land narwhals! People that looked like him! Or creatures that looked like him, I should say. Actually, we're unicorns, and by the looks of it, so are you. Wow. Kelp had never heard of unicorns before. They taught him all sorts of new things about his tusk. We call them horns. Wow. They introduced him to unicorn delicacies like this unicorn. And they showed him how to gallop. There was no doubt that Kelp was, in fact, a unicorn. He was having so much fun that he didn't want to leave. But then he remembered all of his friends under the sea. Kelp missed them terribly, so he said goodbye to the unicorns and returned to the ocean. And the unicorn said, "Come back soon." Kelp swam toward home as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that the narwhals would still like him now that he was a unicorn. When he finally arrived, Kelp had butterflies in his stomach. And they go, "Kelp," and you see that little sign, the banner, "Welcome home"? They missed Kelp. They did. Kelp took a deep breath and told his friends the news. It turns out that I'm not a narwhal. And the narwhals go, "Of course you aren't. I'm a unicorn." And the narwhals said, "We all knew that." They took it quite well. Huh. Kelp was happy to be home. But now that he experienced life on land with the unicorns, he couldn't seem to forget them. Did he want to be a land narwhal with the unicorns or a sea unicorn with the narwhals? Kelp couldn't decide. But then he realized that maybe, just maybe, he didn't have to choose. Looks like they're all having a party. We're all together. The end. Now, here's a little kelp here talking to someone that thinks they're a unicorn. That's kind of funny. A little rhinoceros. Well, happy National Unicorn Day, everyone. That's all the time we have for Uncle Matt's bedtime story. I hope you enjoyed that story, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. I am not a unicorn.